Welcome everybody back to my Black History Makers series. I thank you so much for watching today. Today we are talking to the awesome, on fire paparazzi consultant, LeTreese Jones. LeTreese is a longtime friend of mine, and she is someone who is so super amazing. And I want you guys to just hear a little bit about her story, why she does what she does. So LeTreese, welcome, sister, welcome.
Hey. Thank you for having me. I'm so honored. I am LeTreese Jones. I am a paparazzi consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. I am a wife, a mother, a sister, a friend. I joined this business in 2018. And the primary reason I joined the business was because I was buying a lot of jewelry from who is now my sponsor, and I wanted a discount. We all are trying to save a coin. And so I was like, well, I need a discount. And so that was the primary reason initially thinking going in was that so I could, save some money. Um, and in going in, you kind of have to think about what can this business do for you? Is it anything, what's in it for me? So of course I was going to save a little money, but it can't always be about you. So my platform, if you will, is to share and use the jewelry as a segue to talk about autism awareness in unserved and underserved communities, which for me is the African American community. I have a whole, backstory, my why about, all the things that drew me to the company. But I feature my son who is on the autism spectrum. Every month he picks out a piece, and then we call that the Team Isaac piece. And he will come in and share it. We talk about it. It helps us to promote his social skills, which is one area that for people that are on the autism spectrum, they're usually a little deficient in is their social skills. So it helps to increase that. It helps us to get the word out, to try to diversify how people see autism and just talk about it. Whereas a lot of folks we have found in the African American community are not really aware of what it is and how it affects us.
So when you were talking about your why, right? Tell us a little bit about your why. I want to hear that story.
So my why is very interesting. Of course, once I got into it, it was like, yeah, I can use this to share information about paparazzi or about autism because there are a lot of consultants in paparazzi. I'm not going to even try to sugarcoat that. There are a lot. Sometimes, and depending on what side of town you're on, you could throw a rock and hit five. But you have, so in that vein, you have to have a niche. You have to have something that kind of makes you stand out. A lot of times in any kind of business, people, you got to make yourself stand out so that people will want to shop with you or want to, buy your goods and services or want to patronize your business. And so my niche was going to be to share about autism. But I got into it. I joined in October 31st of 2018. And the week prior, my van had died. We had a Honda van and it died. Like it just died. The engine went out. And I was like, we took it to the, because I was trying to get it fixed. So we took it to the shop and the man was like, well, it's your engine. And so when my husband called me, he said, well, he said, it's the engine. I said, you mean the thing to make the car go? Like, I'm thinking it was like a belt we can fix. You can't fix an engine. That's a lot of money. So now it's like, you got to get a car. And, so I had just got, I'm like, okay, I got to get a new car. Got the new car, and it was the following week after I had joined. And I was just like, Lord, I don't need to start. This is not something that I need to do because, I know in direct sales, you got to have product on hand. I don't need another bill. I got a car note now. And God talks to me, as I'm sure he talks to other people. And he said, just trust me. Let me show you, since you need tangible things, young lady, let me show you what I can do if you trust me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust you. So do I make enough in paparazzi every month to pay my car note? No, I do not. Could I definitely could, but I do not. But because I trust God, every time I do what he's told me to do in it, as far as sharing the business, sharing about autism, giving things, I can, in this business, I can give away jewelry, I can bless other people. When I bless somebody, he blesses me. So my why has been to be faithful and follow what God has told me. And I'm like, okay, it, I mean, when he tells you to do something, you have to do it. And so I've done it, and it's been a blessing to help me grow in my faith
Yeah, yeah.
tremendously,
Look,
tremendously.
we could get ready to start having church instead of all of this. Talking to you, Mama Latrice. So y'all,
Go.
y'all know I affectionately call her Mama Latrice, um, because she's like a Mama Latrice. She's a mama all day long.
I am a
So
mama.
tell what I want to know is tell us a little bit about paparazzi and the jewelry and the pieces that you sell, and then a little bit about what how you go about some, because you're very unique in how you sell your jewelry, and this may be something that might be helpful for another business owner who is having some struggles thinking about how do they get creative. Like you said, there's a ton of paparazzi, jewelry sales consultants out there. Like with me, there's 8,400 real estate agents, over 8,400 real estate agents in the city of Columbus. I'm sure that there's one that lives probably within a stone's throw of me. So
Mhm.
talk to us about the jewelry. And then I also want you to talk to us about how you stand out with what you do, because I see your lives and stuff. So I know, but there are people that probably don't. So let's talk a little bit about that.
So the jewelry itself is, everything is $5, with the exception we have two collections. So I kind of like use it as the Toyota and the Infinity, or the Honda and the Acura lines, those are cars. But so there's a $5 line, and then we also have the $25 line. So the set that I'm wearing right now, this is a $25 set. Everything that I'm wearing is paparazzi. And so this is a $25 set. All of our necklaces come with a complimentary pair of earrings. We also have bracelets and rings, and we sell earrings by themselves. The majority of the jewelry is $5. There is like an upline, which is $25. But so the jewelry really sells itself, because when you look at it, you're like, wow, does that, that's $5 jewelry, or that's, and you get a pair of earrings itself to come with it. But what I do is I have incorporated my family into my lives. And so for every show that we have, like I want to say every big show, because now we've kind of started doing like 10 pieces in 10 minutes. So every day, Monday through Friday, we go live. We show 10 pieces every day. Tuesdays is two occasions Tuesday. So we do 10 pieces twice a day. And so that allows me to share not a lot, not a lot of jewelry, and not be on a long time, but to do something every day
Yeah.
and try to move some of the pieces. But for our bigger shows, I have my sons come on. They're the dynamic duo. They've dubbed themselves the dynamic duo, and they will introduce or kick off the show.
Yep.
And everybody just loves them. They love seeing them interact together. Sometimes you might have my oldest getting on there, and he'll do a freestyle flow. He thinks he's a rapper. Um, and then our youngest Isaac, of course, he comes in and steals the show, because the doctor said he would never talk. And so he's on there talking, and he's interacting with his brother. He's not supposed to be social. And so, it's a family. It kind of draws you in that regard, as far as this is a family business. Yes, I am the consultant, but they support me in it. And I think that that's why, people kind of get drawn in, because they see the family support. It's a family thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about um, you being a business owner, and how has it affected your, especially with COVID, how
Mm.
has it affected you having to deal with the whole COVID, and how have you, kind of shifted and pivoted your business, because you started this just before COVID, right? Didn't you start paparazzi just before COVID?
Yeah, I started. So we were in COVID hit in beginning of January of 2020. So we were in about a year. But when COVID hit, we were so most of the time we were doing our shows. We would do our Saturday shows. We were going out. We had some events we were able to go to. But when COVID hit, all that shut down. And so with that happening, we had to start looking at because we had some open houses which were very successful. People, we have our people come in and shop, and we had our little snacks, and those were fun because gave people an opportunity to come and maybe meet some folks, customers that didn't know one another.
Yeah.
But then we had to shut all that down, and so we've had to go to primarily shipping. We used to do mailbox drops, and so everybody doesn't want you coming to their house and dropping off stuff. And so we've had to increase our shipping, which is fine. And so, it kind of creates some days I have had to implement a business model process.
Mhm.
So yes, I do shows all week, Monday through Friday, but then Saturday, when I used to do shows, unless it's a party, unless somebody has, planned something, I use Saturday to do my invoicing and to prepare my shipping because we ship on Monday. So I needed to put some things in place,
Yeah.
um, and kind of get on a routine and schedule so that my customers know, okay, she's going to ship on Monday, so I need to have my invoice paid by Sunday if I
Right.
plan to get my stuff this week, or it's going to be following week. Because otherwise, you get in a habit of, oh, they didn't pay until, they paid on Monday or they paid on Tuesday, and then I'm trying to ship. And sometimes I have one, where when shipping was really bad with COVID, lady lived on the north side, and I was shipping her product, and it took like a month. And we couldn't figure out what happened, but because I ship and I use tracking, I was able to find out it had got sent to the wrong address.
Oh my.
But with those things, if I'm shipping every day, it's hard to go back and track. So if I have a file, I have a folder, it's just really made me step up how I do things. If I really want this to be a business,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's made me be more focused and intentional about actually doing things in a systematic way.
Right. So if you had to tell someone who was a new business owner or even a new paparazzi consultant, you know, what they should really consider doing when they first start off, because you didn't kind of do it that way, I would assume that you would tell them to create a business model and be very systematic about managing your business.
Absolutely. Well, I would tell them first, decide in this business or really in any business, what do you want from it?
Mhm.
If you are going to be a realtor, are you going to be a realtor because you want to flip properties? Or are you trying to, or, like there's different ways. So decide what you want from that business, and then put something in place, a model, a schedule, or something. Like, if nothing else, at the minimum, you need a schedule,
Yeah.
because otherwise you just get up, oh, what I'm gonna do today.
Mhm.
Well, if you don't know, the business don't know. So
Right.
you need to figure out what it is that you're going to do, and then stick to it.
Mhm.
Not so rigidly that you cannot change in case something's not working, but at least give it a try before
Right.
you say, oh, that's not working. 21 days to form a habit, at
Mhm.
least 21 days.
At least 21.
At least 21 days before you say, oh, that ain't working. Try it for at least, that's 3 weeks.
So, how do you feel that it has affected? I know you said that doing this business and having your family involved, especially having my nephew Isaac involved, it's helped him.
Yeah.
So, talk to us a little bit about, because there could very well be people watching that, maybe they have children who are autistic, and they're thinking about, okay, can I even, maybe they don't feel comfortable with getting their kids involved in their businesses. um,
Mhm.
talk a little bit about that, because I see you incorporate him. You don't seem to you. It's like he has autism, but you don't let that stop
Mm-mm.
and change anything.
Oh no. Um, and with autism, so we could do a whole different thing on autism alone. But with it, it's a spectrum disorder. And so there are some children who are on the severe end of the spectrum. And they might have behaviors, they might not be verbal, they might have some sensory disorders where the lighting bothers them. So it may not be a really good thing for them to be on camera with someone that might
Right.
be in business. But a lot of times, children that are on the spectrum are very meticulous. or
Mhm.
they're very rote, like within counting and in chronological order and things like that. So I can have him, and I have had him help me with my inventory. So I'll say, I'll give him a bucket of jewelry, and I'll say, I need you to put all the bracelets over here. And, so I incorporate him in other ways if he's not on camera. Because, like I said, this is a family thing. I need everybody's help. So I need you, if I'm doing invoices, I need y'all to be getting ready to pack. Oh, I got somebody to come and pick up. I need you to answer the door. And so it helps him with his social skills.
Yeah.
We've had people that'll come and pick up orders, and he's had to go to the door. And so, it's one of those things where I'm here and I'm like, okay, does he lower the screen and talk, or does he open the door? Is he inviting people in? How does he greet them? And so that has helped tremendously with incorporating him into the business, because he has to talk to people, he has to
Yeah.
socialize. But when it's not that part, it's other, there's other moving parts to it. So yes,
Right.
he's counting inventory, he's putting things in orders, he's packing orders. Like, it's so good just to have him doing things that one doctor said he wasn't going to do.
What has this paparazzi business helped you to actually really like step out and do? Because I feel like there's so much in Mama LeTreese, and you are such a godly woman too. You really are. You are such a godly woman. And I guess I'm wondering what else are you doing? I understand we have a blog now that we're starting. Talk
Uh,
to us about this blog, and what are your ultimate goals, and where are you going with everything that you're doing? Because it sounds like this paparazzi consulting business has really kind of pushed you into entrepreneurship.
that is such a loaded question. Thank you so much, Stacy, for that. Um,
Well, I
so,
say it with a smile on my face and my paparazzi earrings.
which those are so bad. I love them. So yes, I do have a blog. I started it because there was a lot going on. God just really pressed me to pray for children. Starting the blog back up has been really one of those things where, had I not been in the vein, being obedient to what God is saying, okay, now I want you to do this, and then he could be like, now remember what I told you about doing paparazzi,
Right,
trust me,
right, right. Because I'm opening up some doors
because
for you,
there you
and it
go.
may not be the way you want them to be,
Exactly.
because I'm telling you to do this because this is actually going to take you over here.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, so that you can be a major blessing. Do me a favor and talk to us about your paparazzi business and consulting as far as adding people to your team. What
Whew.
is someone, and I want to get that in because there may be someone out there who wants to join paparazzi or do paparazzi, but they also are concerned because maybe they don't know who to talk to.
Mhm.
Maybe they're concerned because there are so many paparazzi consultants out there. And in this last couple of minutes, just what would you tell someone who wants to join paparazzi? Are you adding people to your team? Can someone come and work under you? How does that work, and how can they make that happen?
So there's three ways. I'm glad you said that. There's three ways you can make money in paparazzi. One is personal sales or direct sales. You sell the jewelry or the inventory that you have on hand. Two, the second way is paparazzi gives you a free replicated website. So when you join, you get a free website automatically. You don't have to pay for it, and your customers can go and shop on that website. Whether people know you or not, if you get that website, and so that's the second way. And then third, you can have people join your team. And so for every consultant that wants to join, the company will pay you a certain commission, not off of what they sell, but when they have inventory. And so there's levels. Right now, I am a star consultant, moving up. But if you want to join the company, I say definitely research the company. Paparazzi had just celebrated 10 years, so it's not something that just started. They've been around for 10 years. Research the company, talk to someone, and just ask questions. There are three levels of kits that you can start with. The lowest, which I started with, is $99. And you get 35 pieces of jewelry. So if at $5, if you sell every piece of jewelry, you're going to get your $99 back plus some.
Right.
So it's a win-win. If nothing else, you can see if you can do it. And, if you don't like it, you move on. But as soon as you join, you can also have a team member join with you. You don't have to wait 30 days or anything like that. You can join today, and then within an hour, somebody can join, and now you've got a team. The really great thing that I love about it is everyone in the organization, the leg of the company that I'm in, helps one another. So my sponsor has a sponsor and her sponsor has a sponsor. Everybody helps everybody. And
Right.
so there's different ways we all help one another. There's great trainings. I was on one this morning. And it's what you put into it. So is it work? It is work, but it's fun work. And who doesn't like to wear jewelry? Like
Exactly. Exactly. I
it's
don't know. I might have to call you because, but not like I need one more job. No, never
no,
mind.
no, no. You don't need
Never
one more
mind.
job.
We good. We good. We good. LeTreese, thank you so much. You are awesome. So if people want to reach you, what
Yes.
is the best way for them to reach you? If somebody wants to call you, talk about paparazzi, maybe call you and maybe even reach out to you about autism.
Yes.
How can people reach you?
Um, Easiest way obviously is on Facebook. You can message me unless your profile picture has you standing up with some guns or anything like that. I'll respond. But for the most part, you can message me on Facebook. My website with Paparazzi, if you want to go check that out, is thelustrouslife.com.
Okay.
You put the W in, or you can just type it in. And then my blog is visionvessel.blogspot.com. So on
Awesome.
Google, just Google Vision Vessel and it should come up.
Yay. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, LeTreese, for taking the time. I'm honored to hear your story and have you on here with us today. You guys, check her out. LeTreese is amazing. She is one awesome woman. So I will see you guys on the next one. Talk to you later.